Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Hey, 180! You ain't going nowhere.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Flushed out right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Here we go. Set. 60. Pittsburgh. Yeah, I got you. Taco. Hatcher. Check 52. Check 99. Check. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, check 150. And go.
Looking to throw on second down. Love. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Love. Complete. It's Henry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Eckler. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes, left side. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Perriman. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, 180. Check 55, Mike. Ricky.
Mayfield on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go now. 10 Tucson.
Running on first down, Eckler.
Okay, ready. 50. Target, go.
To throw on second down. Love. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off play action. Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In on the stop, it was the UCF product Shaquem Griffin. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, here's Foster. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ballage. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Check 37, check 37, check. Ready.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
No, check that. We're at Mike 52 right here. I got it. Yep, go back. We got motion. Back up. Go.
Operating from the gun. Love. He'll get this to Eckler. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 49 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Under crush. Under 10. Hey, switch gears. Check the hot reach. Eddie, go.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Off the play fake. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming after you.
Off play action. Love. It's complete to Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 37. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And spins away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Second and 11 at the 22-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Love. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Watch the safety creep. Whip. Watch the whip. Gone. Get wide. Showing it. Ready.
Now Eckler. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here we go. 16 outlaw.
To throw on second down. Love. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
On third down, Love. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Let's get the ball. Real.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
180. 55 to Mike. It's our field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
Set. 20. Hey, alert 33. Hey, watch your legs.
Now Balaj. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run it with Ballage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw, Mayfield. Got it open man, it's Foster. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Mayfield down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal of 48 yards.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Off the play fake. Love. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Delta. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
36. Check 31. Squeeze. Get in there. Kill. Lock it. Run.
Going on the ground with Eckler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rush in. Ready to go.
It's Eckler again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Love. And he's got his man on the out route. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Tight end right. Shift.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost. So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chris Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch the shit. Hey, watch it. Let it happen.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his third touchdown now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First and 10, 45-yard line.
Gotta do better.
Run. Hurry.
On first and 10, Mayfield.
Push it back. Push it back.
Caught here by Conley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. First down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hey, that's all day, baby. Your son.
A loss of 12 brings up third down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis.